Today I'm going to show you how I make this soy chorizo cheesy plant-based lasagna. Let's get to it. So the first step I like to do when I make my lasagna is to prepare the noodles. I put in a little bit of salt, let them cook for about 8 minutes, and then they're going to cook the rest of the way in the oven. Then I rinse my pasta with some cold water so it can stop the cooking process. And then after that, I go ahead and pour a little extra virgin olive oil on top of it, just so that they will be manageable for me to lift when I'm ready to put them into the pan. I would try this soy chorizo here, and I'm also going to add some of this Morningstar Italian sausage style crumble. I'm gonna mix them together because I have a half bag here, and I thought I would go ahead and use this soy chorizo. And in this pan here, I'm gonna add a little bit of extra virgin olive oil. There we go. And I'm going to add my onions, and I have some green peppers here. And I'm gonna let those cook and get a little soft. I might add a little bit more onion. Next in the pan goes my garlic. I have minced garlic here. And you want to put your garlic in a little bit later because it will burn. So you don't want that to be in too long in the pan. So I'm going to let that just heat up with the onions, and we'll be on to the next step. And with your cooking scissors, you want to go ahead and cut the end of it. As you can see, it comes like in a loaf. And then you just open it up, and we're going to pour this all into the pan. And the crumble, it looks just like, regular hamburger, but it's actually made of soy and it's vegan. So it's plant-based, and that'll be going in too. Now the soy chorizo is a bright red, but you'll know it's done because it turns into an off red color, like it'll have a brown tint to it. And as far as the Italian sausage, it cooks up really quickly. It was frozen, so I do have to let it go ahead and cook all the way through. But when that gets a nice brown, both of these, it'll be ready to go for the filling for the lasagna. As you can see, the color has changed. It's a nice golden brown. And so I'm going to add a little bit of frozen mixed vegetables into this. Not too much because I have a pretty large amount of filling, but wherever I can fit veggies in, they go in. So now it's time to add some of this Classico spicy tomato and basil sauce to my mixture, and I'm gonna go ahead and mix that in very well, and this filling is ready for the lasagna. Now is the perfect time to preheat your oven to 375 degrees and let that get warm. So I'm gonna go ahead and put in the base some of the pasta sauce, and then I'm gonna put a layer of the lasagna noodles. And I did cut these so that they can kind of be in here evenly. I have some long ones and some short ones just to make sure the bottom is covered. Each layer gets a fair share of pasta. As you can see, I did add some of my filling. I did add a little bit more pasta sauce there. And now I'm going to add my 2 types of vegan cheese. I have chow here. That's more of a mozzarella type taste to it. And then I say Daya, but I think it's Daya. But it's a plant-based, soy-free, gluten-free, dairy-free, lactose-free shred, and this is a mixture of vegan cheddar and mozzarella. So this is supposed to melt. History of having Daya, it always does a good job. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how that lays out now. All right, so I put the shreds down first, and then I'm just gonna layer on some of that chow mozzarella, and now it's time for the next layer. I've just put on the last layer of pasta. As you can see, I've used it all. It's so good to just cook just what you need so you don't waste anything. You can always use some more for your next pot of lasagna. But then I'm gonna add some more sauce to the top here, and I'm gonna finish off with some of the Daya shreds. Lasagna has been wrapped with some aluminum foil. Being that this is a plant-based lasagna, it will take a little longer to cook, so I will give it about an hour in the 375 degree oven. Lasagna has been taken out of the oven after being in there for an hour. Since it's plant-based, I did cover it the entire time. As you can see, that plant-based cheese does melt. So I'm gonna let this cool for about 10 minutes to let it stiffen up, and I will be able to slice it into cubes for serving. So thanks a lot for watching this recipe video. I hope you give it a try, this soy chorizo lasagna. Until next time, I'll talk to you guys soon. God bless you.